What is up, AOT gang? What you guys see here? We have a camera set up because unfortunately Zach has work and he wasn't able to attend, unfortunately. But yeah, Zach, hopefully you're working hard, my friend, and we miss you, and hopefully you get to join us here next week. But I'm your host, AJ, and this is Attack the Talk. We are excited to continue on, guys. Season 3. We're getting some really good stuff here. We, of course, have our amazing friends here. We have Josh and Jacob. Josh is I Repent, and we have our favorite Jaegerist, Heise. And we're happy that you guys are able to join us here on this beautiful Sunday. Back on a Sunday. Last week was a little different. And I have here joining with me this time because she was not here. She was here in essence, in spirit, and in chat last week.
I was here in username.
Yeah, and that would be Lexi.
Hey.
How you doing, Lex?
I'm doing good and doing good. We had a very nice trip.
Yeah, we did.
And yeah, very relaxed day today.
It was a nice trip, and then we got back yesterday. The family decided to go ahead and take a trip out over to Vegas because we were celebrating a family member's wedding. So that was cool. It was a lot of fun. It was nice to go and get away, and we were back. We got back yesterday, and today definitely feels like a little bit of a lazy day for sure. It's been since returning back home, it's felt like a little bit of a lazy day. But yeah, I agree. Josh, felt like it's been ages. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
because you don't realize as the week does its thing, you have your stuff that you do throughout the week, right? And we obviously last week did a stream on Friday, I want to say. Yeah, it was Friday. And that's how long ago it feels. Like, it feels like it was like, man, we did it so long ago. We did it on a Friday, which we usually do on a Sunday. But having those 2 extra days and having, of course, the 7-day weeks, the 7 days in a week, I should say, it felt like forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, we missed you guys, and we're excited to go ahead and continue talking about some awesome stuff here in AOT. And yeah, Josh says last week was fun. Yeah, or Heise says last week was fun. Yeah, and then Josh agrees. But exactly, yes, it was hosted by me, joined by my 2 great co-hosts, Josh and Jacob. Yeah, definitely. And I'm so appreciative of you both for sticking around and for you know, just keeping the podcast informed. I mean, you guys brought such great information, and yeah, we're also going to go ahead and cover something in this story where I have to go ahead and, of course, give just kudos to you, Josh. So you'll see when we get to that point. But yeah, it was a fun episode to go ahead and talk with you guys. It was lonely here, and you know, in the studio here, but having you guys, and of course there were others, not just Heise and I Repent, but there were others as well. And again, I'm so thankful for all of you guys to go ahead and tune in and to stick around and to chat with me.
And thank you for your loyalty.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. You guys are awesome. We love you guys so much, and let's continue going on with this, guys, and continue on with the story. And you guys continue giving us some awesome little information stuff and stuff that we're not even informed about, or stuff that we don't necessarily know in terms of like little details, like something Josh mentioned again, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about in the story. I don't want to say it now because I don't want to go ahead and get ahead of myself, but yeah,
we'll get to it.
You guys are cool. You guys know the drill. We're going to go ahead and talk about the Q&A and the poll questions. We have 2 Q&As and we have 2 poll questions to go ahead and cover.
Pretty loaded this week.
So that'll be cool. I just forced my girlfriend to make an account and tune into the stream. That is incredible. Hopefully your girlfriend has a great time here joining us here live. And
thank you.
And yeah, so we're very, very appreciative. And the more support, the better. The more friends, the better. The more AOT family we have is always a great time. And yeah, definitely welcome. Don't be afraid to go ahead and chime in over in chat so that we can go ahead and say hi to you. But yeah, welcome. So as I mentioned, 2 Q&As, 2 poll questions. And of course, thank you guys again. My goodness gracious. So I was here, I'm like, okay, I don't have a Q&A. I don't have a poll question. And then I think it might have been Josh was like, let's come up with one. And I was like, whoa,
Let's come up with
man.
one right now.
Put me out, like, just like, okay, let me see if I can go ahead and get the brain flowing a little bit and stuff. And thankfully, you know, with the help of my friends, we were able to come up with some good stuff. We talked about a lot of fun stuff last week, and yeah, it was good stuff. Whoa, wait, hold on, this is interesting here. This is interesting here. Our favorite Jaeger is Heise. Just said I don't like Flock anymore. You need to elaborate, my friend. Elaborate, and if it's spoiler filled, then I suggest you don't. But if there is a different reason as to why you don't like Flock anymore, then please tell us, and we will say, hey, see, we told you so.
You're welcome.
But yeah, that's very, very interesting, because Heise was he was leading the march that is Flock fans, and I don't know if there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
But Heise was definitely leading that charge. So yeah, fun stuff, guys. As I mentioned about Heise not giving us any spoilers as to why maybe he doesn't like Flock anymore, I will say here that there will be spoiler talk in this episode. Just not anything too far ahead.
It's
just
all
not
up to
anything.
the anime.
Yeah, just not anything that involves spoiling the ending for the anime. And we don't want that. We want to go ahead and watch it. We want to be able to enjoy it and appreciate for what it is and all that good stuff. But today, in this episode, my friends, we will be continuing the story, Season 3, Episode 13, The Town Where Everything Began. This will be Part 2 of our episode breakdown and discussion. Just a quick little recap before we go and get into the Q&A and the poll questions. We talked about last week, guys. Narrator the Armin really pretty much just recapped the important events that happened before the scouts went on their mission to obviously reclaim Wall Maria, which is a wall which they have not had that territory for a long time. It's something that was obviously breached years ago, breached by the Colossal and then breached by the Armored as well. So we know how important it is for the scouts to go back to Wall Maria, go back to the Shigashina district and try to seal those breaches and reclaim that territory. There's a lot of land in between Wall Maria and Wall Rose. There's a lot that goes on in between there. Obviously, the land gets smaller the closer you get into that Wall Sina territory. There's like that one is the innermost wall. But yeah, it's important, guys. As I mentioned, narrator the Armin, he goes and he talks to us and explains to us about what has happened and the significance of losing that land. But then we go to our scouts as they are literally in the middle of their mission, and we notice that Eren, and it's something that we've seen before in the past, Eren, where he kind of like loses a little bit of confidence, and then that kind of just spirals in his mind, and now he starts asking himself, like, can he do this? If I don't do this, then this thing will be a failure and we don't have any other opportunity to go ahead and do this again. And then as he starts cycling in his mind, as Josh literally just says here, Eren needs that Armin support. Yeah, Armin is that kind of like voice of reason. He is a Jiminy Cricket to the Pinocchio and stuff. And it's something that Eren was able to go ahead and, Armin really relates with Eren. Because Eren, he's the main character. He has to put on this confidence, whether it be real or not.
That main character syndrome.
Yeah, and so when Armin sees that he's trembling and shaking as they are passing through this forest and this mountain in the dark of night, Armin asks him if he's scared. And of course, Eren, being the tough warrior, I should say soldier that he is, warrior is the wrong word, soldier that he is, he goes and he's like, no, I'm not afraid. You kidding me? I'm just cold. And then Armin does a good job of really relating as to what Armin's feeling and the significance of it. And
it's okay if you're scared.
The thing is,
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Armin really goes and he talks about Eren's strength and how he's able to go ahead and do certain things that Armin can't and stuff. And it starts from when Eren saved Armin from the mouth of a Titan, literally, and seemingly we saw Eren sacrificing himself, and upon really thinking about that event again, Eren builds that strength again. He builds that confidence. He understands what he's fighting for, and so we see him persevering through, and they come through some familiar territory. But We also do encounter some Sleepy Titans.
Yes.
And they are the Sleepy Titans that are not alert at night, thankfully, because obviously Zeke is not visible. He's not showing himself.
Yeah, thankfully.
But Hanji so desperately wants to capture a Sleepy Titan. She wants it. She wants it so bad.
I like how she knows it so well that she's like, yeah, we don't. They're not one of the new kinds.
Yeah.
Like they had like basically she was talking about them like they were like an iPhone. They had an update.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so they're continuing their journey. They're making their way to the wall, and we're going to continue that journey. But so I do want to go to chat real quick. So Josh is saying the news about Shingeki Fly is there's going to be 200 plus pages done and 18 new ones and some extra stuff for the ending. Interesting. Actually, I did see where there's going to be a new manga that's going to be. I don't remember the time frame exactly. I'm sure you know, Josh. But yeah, that was exciting news, of course, because the more AOT content, the better. Heiser says in response to his Flock, his now dislike for Flock, I guess. Mm-hmm. Says no, he already died, and I don't like that he carried the Jaegerist. Should have had more members. I lost all hope for the ending. Maybe I'm depressed. 36 days. Yeah, interesting.
Just 36 days till the final season.
So Heiser is spiraling.
Yeah.
As he continues
he just
saying,
like realized he was like, wait,
maybe AOT was a waste of time. I don't know. I just don't want to know. I just don't want to happen what I know will happen. Got it.
Okay.
So don't say anything because you did.
Like, if I just don't watch it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna ever watch the last.
Got it. Yeah. So I mean, definitely just don't spoiler anything.
Yeah.
Don't spoil anything for us, I should say. Because Isaac says, I feel like Levi because I know the outcome interesting. He says, I lost all hope. And Josh says, silly. Yes, April next year.
Okay.
The ending is so peak. He says, no spoilers.
Yeah.
Yes, no spoilers. We don't need to go ahead and talk about anything that spoils the ending.
I don't want to know if it's happy. I don't want to know if it's sad. I don't want to know if it's boring. I just want to watch it and think for myself.
Yes. So we did some recap. Now I think we should go ahead and just jump into the Q&As and the poll questions. So Lexi, you decide where you want to begin.
So I'm going to start with the first Q&A from last week. So we asked you guys last week, which still from the outro stands out to you the most? And this is obviously in reference to the outro of season 3, episode 12, which is the glitch. Yeah, the glitch. Yeah, that weird glitch scene. That weird post-credits glitch. It's not even post-credits. It's in the middle of the credits, which is even weirder. That scene. So out of all the stills that it took us like 3 hours to go through. Yeah. Which one stands out to you the most? And we have 3 responses. Okay. First, we have from friend of the show, I Am Storm, who's also Heise joining us here in chat. Thank you, Jacob. He says in all caps, the big monkey. The big monkey. Yeah, the monkey was obviously very, very intimidating, very terrifying. Yeah, the smile, especially because it's so like unknown to viewers at that time. Yeah. We get 2 images of the big monkey, and that is one where he's just looking dead right at you, and he's looking like he's very, very fierce and strong, and he's not even smiling at all. His eyes are like glowing. He just looks like he's like ready for war. But then the second still we get is him just looking down, and it reminds me of the moment where he encounters Mike and he's like talking to him and stuff, and he's just like that's what it kind of looks like. Yeah. And so he has that like that eerie appearance of him where he has this disturbing smile. And yeah, so that's definitely something that a lot of people go ahead and they talk about. It sticks with them whenever they recall that scene, because again, what Lexi mentioned is that it's kind of what we don't know about that character yet, you know, because we don't know the significance of that character. We don't know how important that character is to the story, not until later on. Obviously, we're aware of how important Zeke is now. Yeah. But prior to all of that information, all those episodes, we just thought that this monster, this monkey, there's a lot more to him. What is it? What does he want? Obviously, we know that he wants the coordinate, which is Eren, which is the founding Titan, really. Not necessarily Eren, but he does have some sort of selfish motive to save Eren from his father. Yeah. Their father. And yeah, that's something that definitely sticks with a lot of people watching that scene for the first time. Interesting.
All right. So what else we have?
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Jacob. Next we have from friend of the show, Bobby7. Hello, Bobby.
Shout out, Bobby.
Bobby says, Bobby has a couple answers.
Cool.
He says Levi's bloody face, the key, and the various Titans for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really have a full explanation for those, for the Titans. It kind of just looked like
It looked like when Gelger and Nanaba were traveling through the dark of night and Gelger started panicking and he's like, oh my gosh, they're all around me. Oh my gosh, they're going to go ahead and pounce at me at any time.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
His mind is like pretty much imagining these Titans surrounding him slowly and they're like all just kind of like getting ready to go and feast.
It's so dark, you can't really see more than 3 feet.
Hey, Robin Addict, what's up?
Hello, Robin Addict fan. Hello, hello. But yeah, and then the Levi bloody face, that's also like, especially because you can see that the blood's like evaporating off of him.
Mm-hmm. And that moment
that's a whole other scary thing.
That moment is involving his interactions, right? As he's having conversations with Eren and Mikasa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, when he was telling them, like, what are you doing?
Interesting.
Okay, and
the key, obviously, we know the key, the importance of the key. Again, watching that scene for the first time, we all want to know what the key is going to unlock. We all want to know what the truth is, right? We don't know at this point if we're watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
This key, the cellar,
the importance,
everything has been kind of like the culmination here. Where this is literally what is driving and motivating the commander of the scouts, Irvin Smith. He so desperately wants to go ahead and see what is in that cellar because he knows that one step closer to the truth is beneficial for humanity and its longevity going forward. Yeah.
So thank you for that, Bobby.
Thank you.
And lastly, but certainly not least, we have from Hater Xenon, also known as I Repent. Hello, Josh. He says the Helos armor, definitely. Yeah, we never really, hopefully we do, but I don't think we will, got like a full explanation of the armor. We've had a bunch of theories of it.
Yeah, we all speculated together as we were talking about it live and stuff.
Yeah, like what it could be. I've even talked about another theory of it before, but yeah, not really. I mean, you know, the hero that's going to save them all, Helos.
Yeah. Whether
it's fictional or not.
Yeah.
So we don't really know for sure if it's just a story.
Definitely. So Josh actually in chat says, I actually figured out what one of the scenes were with the bloody legs being eaten.
Okay.
Josh continues saying, it's actually a scene from season 1 in Tross while Jean is looking at someone being eaten. Wow.
Oh, yeah, because it's a soldier. You can see that it's one, because we couldn't tell who it was at first, but it's a soldier for sure.
Obviously, we speculated Hannes. Oh, my poor Hannes. My guy right there. You know? Yeah, we did a lot of speculation together, and it was a fun episode to go ahead and really break down frame by frame each and every frame of that strange glitch scene. And yeah, that was a fun episode. It was a long episode, but it was fun.
But it was a lot of fun. It was.
Yeah.
But those are the 3 answers for that Q&A. So thank you all who answered to that Q&A.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. For the next Q&A, I'm going to go ahead from the last week's Q&A to
this week.
The last week's Q&A to last week's. This week's.
Yeah, I guess with this week.
It was Friday. Yeah. So this week's. We asked you guys, how would you feel if you were to finally travel back to reclaim your home territory?
And really, this question is something that was asked by Josh. Yeah, Josh essentially in chat last week when it was just me and you know, our friends over in chat, just having a good episode and really kind of coming up with our own Q&As. Yeah, Josh asked that question. It was very, very interesting. And it was a question where I was like, for me as a very, as an empath, it's like, man, how would I feel if I was traveling back home? If I was, after everything that I experienced, let's say you experience everything that these scouts have experienced and somehow you've survived it all. And now you're in this group getting ready to go ahead and make your way back to reclaim a territory that has been lost for years. A territory that you once called home. How would I feel?
Yeah.
And I know that we talked about it together and we all agreed that, one, we would all be very anxious.
Yeah.
For sure. There would be a lot of fear, of course, right? But again, it's like, there's so many emotions. So I'm excited to go ahead and just see what some of our friends responded. Because even Robin Addict says, I wasn't sure how to answer this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure Robin Addict is also Shiny Laurantis and also our friend Lo. I hope that I'm correct in that. Awesome.
Yep.
And yeah. So again, this was a difficult question for sure. But one thing that Lexi said as we were talking about it is we really enjoy the how would you feel questions.
Yeah, I really like asking you guys those questions.
The idea of really kind of like placing yourself in the story and trying to understand and explain to us how you feel about whatever the question is. You know? And I'm excited. So what do we got?
So we have one answer from Bobby7.
Okay.
Hello again, Bobby. Thank you so much for answering. Bobby says, motivated yet stressed in case I or someone messes things up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the inevitable feeling of a lot of these characters.
Well, there's a lot that's literally on the line.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you can go ahead and do this. This isn't a video game where it's like you lose a life and all of a sudden you restarted a checkpoint. No. This is a matter of...
This is real life, guys.
Life and death. And... Like you just got
what
praised.
You've been training, yeah.
You just got praised by the citizens in that wall. And it was something that was so shocking to all of them. Now, how do you fail and go back?
After you have so many people relying on you, looking up to you.
Like you go back like how everything, all the other scout missions, all the other expeditions play out. Like you go back and like, that's just a signal that nothing has changed. You know? And yeah, you know, it's something that Aaron himself is feeling where he's like, he is very stressed with just everything that's on his shoulders, you know? He understands that there's a lot riding on him because he is the only person that can seal the breaches.
Yeah, it always does, but it all falls on him.
Yeah.
Humanity relies on you.
Yeah.
But thank you for that, Bobby.
Yes, Bobby, thank you so much for that.
Since I didn't get to give my answer last week because unfortunately I wasn't here, I was working. My answer would be pretty similar to Bobby's. I'd be motivated yet obviously anxious, stressed about the task at hand. I think about it as the same way that I go into a tattoo or a piercing is, okay, I know that it's not going to be the best experience, but I know what I need to do and I'm going to take care of it. And I'm just going to go in with no expectations, go in numb. That way I don't think about it too much. Just let it happen.
Interesting. That is a very interesting...
That's the same way I think about tattoos and piercings. It's just, I know I want to do this. I'm motivated to do this. I know what I need to do. I'm not going to think about all the bad stuff. Just going to go in numb, stick to the plan.
Interesting. Okay. I guess that's a good way of thinking, you know?
I mean, obviously, I would still be stressed to like, what
life or death.
But I'm not going to try to dwell on what ifs because if I do, it's going to make things 10 times worse.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, as we were talking about it together, Josh and Jacob, it was like, man, it really, for me, depends on where I'm placed in this mission. Now, if I am, in a group of just randoms and it's like, okay, that's going to be very difficult. If I'm in a group with, Aaron and others, I'm like, okay, I feel better about it. If I'm in a group with Captain Levi, I do. I feel good about that. It's all dependent on what my role is over in this mission. Now, if I am with, our OG characters, like talking about like Aaron and Mikasa and Armin and John and Connie and Sasha and all of our friends and stuff, squad, and then again, I think that's a right approach to have, Lex, where it's like, I understand what my role is. I know what I need to do, and I just need to make sure that I successfully accomplish my objective. Yeah. And if we collectively as a unit go ahead and do that, then we're off to a great start. Yeah. Now,
just don't overthink it. Just go in and you know what you have to get done and you know what to expect, kind of.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
So very, very quickly. Jacob.
Isis says, I turned into a Titan and beat the crap out of all of them. I'd carry out Aaron's original mission. Yeah. That's how he would react.
Yeah. So that's obviously implying that you yourself somehow were able to become a Titan warrior.
Yeah.
And,
or user.
So you have to tell us, which Titan are you taking then? Are you literally somehow eating Aaron? Which Titan do you have?
You would eat Aaron to take out Aaron's original mission.
Yeah. So you need to explain to us how you said, like, you would turn into a Titan. Like, which Titan are you? Or did you somehow eat Ymir and you are the Jaw Titan?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Lo says I'd be the Card Titan.
I'd be Card Titan.
Interesting.
All right.
Something interesting that Heise did say was that if they never wanted to go outside the walls, it would be a better story. And again, that is a strong sentence, and there's so much layers to that, and it's something that we ourselves can really talk about in depth later on in future episodes, because right now that we understand where the scouts are and being over on the other side of that world, right? They're no longer in their island anymore, and we understand that
a lot of hypotheticals that you can.
Curiosity really did get the better of a lot of these characters, but it's easy to go back and say should have, would have, could have.
Yeah.
You know, because if we never did, then that's all we would be talking about is like, what if we went and to explore? What if
humans are too curious of creatures.
Yeah,
can't just stay locked up.
So Josh says that Jacob would take the female Titan.
He said the female.
And
but then Jacob says he'd take the armored. He would take out Rhina.
Yeah.
Armored.
And then, yes, we did go on a rant about if they never found the basement. If they never...
like if they just never... Like, what the heck? They would just, oh, yeah, we did. Because then it would be like, oh, well, Marley's still a thing, and they would still come after you, so...
Yeah. And just think about the characters that wouldn't have put themselves in that situation to cost their lives, you know?
And earlier, Jacob says, AJ and Lex, even if I'm going to be sad about the ending, I got to get through it. And I still like Flock.
Okay. He still likes Flock.
He still likes him.
He likes Flock.
I don't know if he's still that Jaegerist, man.
Yeah. Okay. Very, very cool.
Still have that burning passion. But yeah, same, man.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be sad, but we got to get through it. The moment that we see that the end and it's not going to be continued.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough one to go ahead and deal with. But I do want to take this one step further. Jacob, how are you defeating Rhina?
Ooh.
How? What is your plan of attack? How do you successfully detain Rhina, the Armored Titan? That means you obviously have to go ahead and remove his limbs. That seems to be the way to do it, to prevent them from, countering. How are you doing it? I need to know. Lo says, do we know the release date?
Yeah, we do.
Final part.
What Josh
knows.
November 4th.
November 4th.
In 36 days, I believe. Also, happy October 1st, guys.
Hey,
happy October 1st, my favorite month of the year.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Very, very cool. We're already in October, which means November is right around the corner. So, Reddit, thank you all again for the responses. There were some tricky questions this week and last week. But let's see what you guys responded with the poll questions. So without further ado, Lex, what do we got?
So we asked you guys, oh, hello, Bat Bat.
Hey, what's up, Bat Bat?
Yeah, about candy time and spooky season. Yep. That's why I really like it. So last week, we asked you guys, what is most unsettling about the glitch scene?
Yes, so this is kind of like also a little piggyback to the Q&A, but this time we gave you guys some options.
Yeah, some actual explained options. So the options are Dinah before and after, because we saw obviously the photo that we end up seeing in the drawer.
Yeah.
Whether it's a false drawer or not, or unless it's Death Note, we don't remember.
Yeah.
But the original photo of her, obviously with their little family, with Zeke and Grisha and everything, and then right after we saw the photo, we saw the still of her in her Titan form.
Yes.
Which at the time we don't know that's Dinah.
Yeah.
But now we do, which is so that's the first
option, right?
Option. Next we have the Beast Titan smile, which we talked about.
Yeah. And
then we have Grisha prepares Eren. That's when he's got Eren by his hand. We saw that in Sadis's backstory.
Yeah, his backstory when he's talking about his relationship with Grisha when he comes across Grisha outside the walls, which is a very strange thing for the people that are in the walls to have somebody outside the walls. Yeah. Besides, if you're not a scout. But anyways, it's a moment too where it's we see a side of Grisha that we kind of forgot. We understand Grisha himself was very manipulative. He when doing his mission, man, it was one of those things where it's he was just so numb and glazed and so almost just done with everything. And it was like he just, this is what he needs to do and stuff. And even that moment with Sod is where he tells him, I need you to stay out of family matters or something like that, you know, like this doesn't concern you.
This is a family affair.
Yeah, this is a family affair. And then you have that, at least with that picture, I believe that we posted over with the poll question, and that specific option is that it is that ominous walk as he holds Grisha, as he holds Aaron's hand and just slowly walks him deeper into that forest, up those mountains. And maybe this is the mountain that they are traveling from now.
Yeah, maybe it's the mountain.
Maybe. You know? But then we all are aware of what happens. Sawdust himself notices this flash of light, which obviously signals a transformation. Sawdust didn't know that. He finds Aaron alone, and he takes him back over to that refugee camp. Yeah, it's a very ominous and creepy moment for sure.
Yeah. And then for the last option, we have the world is a cruel bug, which is when we see those two bugs, that one bigger bug, like basically eating the smaller bug. And it's when Mikasa sees that when she's younger, and is when she realizes the world is cruel.
Yeah.
But it's also beautiful, but the world is cruel.
Bad, thank you so much for the balloons. Yeah. It's
of course.
Very, very cool little detail that we have that we were able to go ahead and finally show. It's something that we've had in here for a long time, which
it's been on the wall
never
for a while.
really able to go ahead and show. But yeah, AOT gang. That means you guys.
That's supposed to be Zach's face, but he's not here today.
Yeah, Zach isn't here today.
But okay, so I Repent voted for the Dinah one. All right, let's see how everyone else voted.
Yeah.
So, starting from least voted to most voted, actually, very interestingly enough, we have a tie for first and a tie for second.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
The top two are tied and the bottom two are tied.
Interesting. Okay.
So, the two on the bottom, I don't think I've ever had that before. So, the two at the bottom with 18% are both The World is a Cruel Bug and Grisha Prepares Aaron.
Okay.
Those are the two at the bottom with 18%.
Which
means that the two at the top with 32% is Dinah Before and After and the Beast Titan Smile.
All right.
So
very cool. You agree with those results?
Yeah. I think I voted for Dinah Before and After because I thought it was so cool that it was so subliminal. But now knowing what we know, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah. What did you vote?
I just said.
Oh, you did, huh?
I just said the Dinah one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I voted for that one. What did you vote?
So I would imagine that means that answering Bat's question that who gets the tiebreaker, that would be me. Because we don't know what my vote is, and I'm about to go ahead and vote live here.
Oh, yeah. That would be
right.
AJ.
And I will say that I do agree with where the votes are. Because those top two vote getters are the most disturbing in my eyes. And how would I vote? Drum roll, please.
I was like, how do I do this?
I agree with all of you. Yeah, Dinah, Before and After. That is just very unsettling.
The top vote getter because of AJ.
We do get two stills of Dinah in human form, and it is one where we see her in that framed photo. But then the other one we see is a photo being like burned.
Yeah.
And then we see the smiling Titan. And it's something that is very, very unsettling and tragic.
So I think we're all in agreement. Yeah, that one's pretty creepy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Heist is finally responding to how he would take down Rhina.
He says easy. I'd shoot him with him and Bertold on top of the wall at night, on top of the wall by the campfire. They'll be taken out by Aaron. Aaron will be the attack titan and throw him on the ground and rip them apart, and then I'd take the armor.
You would just swoop in. You let Aaron do the dirty work for you, and you would just shoop. I'll be taking that.
So does that mean, because you yourself did not turn into a titan at all in that explanation, how are you turning into a pure titan?
Yeah, how are you, or is he already one?
There's layers to the story here, my friend.
Yeah, and Josh asked, what about Zeke?
What about Zeke?
What about that monkey?
It's true. Zeke's out there. Also, the card titans out there as well.
And I don't think she would just watch all that go down. Maybe.
She'd probably just report information over to Zeke, and Zeke would very quickly go ahead and take matters into his own hands, which means, sorry, Jacob. You're a goner. I'd eat his flesh. Does it work that way?
I don't know. I don't think that's cannibalism.
I don't think that it works that way.
Be pure Titan.
I think you would yourself would try to go ahead and do that, but you would just end up being a cannibal.
Just a random guy who's just being a cannibal.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody else looking around you is very unsettled and just like, oh my god, what is he doing? Meanwhile, you're just like forcing yourself to eat this. What once was a human person.
Can't transform, and he's just which kind
gnawing.
of segues us into our next poll.
Really? Okay, cool. Let's do it then.
When he can't transform, he's just basically eating.
Yes.
Which, the next poll that we asked you from Saturday. Yesterday. Why do the days feel like they've been so long?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Probably because we've been so lazy. Yesterday.
It was when we were heading back from Vegas. Yeah.
We're heading back from Vegas. We asked, what's the worst moment for Eren to lose confidence? And the options are all basically the options where he had trouble transforming.
Yes.
We have, for the first option, the female Titan in Stohez, which unfortunately was
that was the Annie reveal.
Yeah.
And that's when they're hidden underground through that tunnel, and Mikasa and Armin are telling Eren he needs to transform now because hello, Annie transformed into a female Titan. And then what happens? Eren, he's trying to, you don't see that I'm trying? I'm literally trying. It's like, no, you're afraid. What are you afraid of?
That's when Mikasa totally called him out and was like, it's because I just kicked your table.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's because you don't want to believe that it's Annie. Like, you literally just saw her transform in front of you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Annie.
And so that's not a good time for Eren to not be able to transform. So what else we got?
Next we have the Smiling Titan returns, which is when we lose Hannes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's when we see that Eren and Mikasa are over in that open
back
field.
For leftovers.
They're over in that open field. We of course see those significant flowers around them, and the Smiling Titan returns, walks over to them, and Hannes wants to go ahead and avenge Carla. And as Hannes is avenging Carla, Eren is trying to force himself to transform, except he can't. And because he can't, he literally bursts into laughter, and tears. Because he himself says that nothing has changed.
Which is a great vocal performance by the Japanese voice actor and the English. It was great. And then we have Rod Rice Underground Chapel, which is when Eren pretty much gives up.
Eren gives up. He doesn't want to go ahead and fight anymore. He tells Historia to please just eat me, end me. Just take it, please.
I need to atone for my father's sins.
And even when he needs to go and save his friends, it takes a lot for him to go ahead and finally muster up the strength. And of course, it takes some steroids. I mean, the hardening capsule to be able to go ahead and accomplish it. But it takes a lot for him to go ahead and want to start fighting again.
And then the last option we have for you guys is returning to Walmaria.
Which would be something that we just talked about last week, where we see that he is starting to become afraid again. He's starting to lose confidence. And it's not a good moment.
Yeah.
None of those moments are good moments to go ahead and lose faith, lose confidence, to doubt yourself, to put your trust in people where it's like, uh-oh, it's right in front of your face, my friend. You know where the enemy is, you know? And Eren has the issue of putting a lot of faith in people, thinking that he knows them, where in reality he doesn't know them. They keep proving to him that they are just traitors.
So, starting from least voted to most voted, we have in least voted the female Titan in Stohez with 7%.
Really?
I did not think that was going to be the least voted.
Wow.
So, interesting.
Yeah.
Then we have at 17% returning to Walmaria.
Yeah.
Which is where Armin called him out and was like, oh, you're not scared? Where you're shaking.
Yeah.
And then at 34% would be The Smiling Titan Returns, which means that at 41%, the top vote getter is Rod Rice Underground Chapel.
Interesting.
Which I am surprised.
I'm surprised.
I did not think that that's how the votes were going to lie.
Are you and me in the same agreements here of what should be number one?
I think that The Smiling Titan Returning should be number one.
For me. I definitely agree that I think is the worst time for Aaron to lose his confidence.
I agree. Especially because that's where, like, it's this whole built up where he's like, I'm going to finally get vengeance on my mom.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be the time. And then just ends up, like, eating all his fingers because he can't transform and watches Hana's also try to avenge. Yeah. And he dies.
Heisei wants to add the moment where he tells that little boy that he's so sorry over and over and over again while crying. Now, I don't think in that moment that he necessarily loses confidence. I think it's just him understanding that what he's going to do in the future, and he has to apologize to this kid because he knows that at this point he has to carry out this mission. He's not losing confidence because in this scenario, it'd be one of those things where it's like Zuhi says something. I'm guessing maybe this is the girlfriend. I don't know.
Something.
Maybe it's the girlfriend. But or maybe not. Josh says this dude. Maybe not. Bless you.
Thank you.
But to your point here, Heisei, that would be like Eren apologizing and then him thus stopping what he needs to do to carry out his mission. He's losing the confidence because he's feeling sympathy, which I would be happy about. I wouldn't vote against that. I'd be like, at that point, that's Eren. He's a lost cause.
Yeah.
Right? And that's when I'd be like, dude, all right, I'm not going to transform because I feel bad for what I'm going to do to these people.
That's it, man.
That would be losing confidence, I think.
I think that's just feeling empathy. That's just feeling remorse.
Yeah.
Which we don't really see Eren feel a whole lot, especially in season
at this
4.
point, yeah. Especially in season 4, yeah. Interesting. Bad says my brother lives in Vegas. Hey, what is up? Shout out to the brother who lives in Vegas.
I repent clarifies with saying, no, it's because I told her to say something and she just said something. Okay. So hello, awesome. Zuhi. Hello. Hello.
What is up and welcome. What Jacob's saying? I have trouble picking up manipulation. Was he saying it to that kid? Was he trying to manipulate that kid? Is that what you're asking? No.
Oh, more Vegas speak. He said, I'm going to Vegas for my 21st. I can't wait. Cool. Hope you have fun. Don't get too crazy. I mean, it is your 21st. You only turn 21 once. But.
Yes. And then it's all downhill from there.
Right.
So, how is he saying to manipulate him? Is that reason why he's saying it to that kid to manipulate him? No.
Like making him think that, oh no, he's sorry. He's not a bad guy. He's sorry.
I think he just understands what he's going to do.
Genuinely was.
I think he just knows that he has to carry out a specific plan. So I don't know. I just want to say like Zoink Scoob and move on with the story. Shh, Josh. We'll get to it.
There's secrets going on.
We'll get to it.
But yeah. Thank you for all of you who voted, and thank you for all of you who answered the Q&As.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Very appreciated. Thank you. Love hearing your guys' responses all the time.
Yep.
Tune in next week for more.
Yeah, hopefully we come up with some good Q&As and good poll questions for you guys in the future. But yeah. So.
Oh my god.
Also, guys, you mentioned Death Note.
Yeah, I did.
And I just saw like a Death Note moment in real life. I didn't see it. It's more of a YouTube video. Whereas
you saw someone write their name in a notebook and they had
somebody saw a note.
Oh.
So I'll explain it the best way I can. I don't remember what the artist's name is, but
okay.
He himself is a musician. This happened years and years and years ago. He is a Spanish musician.
Okay.
And he had a history of necessarily kind of working with the cartel, I believe. I want to say that, but also not quite sure. But through one of his performances, his last performance, he was up on stage doing his usual thing. He was a very well-known performer. But then somebody handed him a note. Live on stage. And He read the note. He read it. He crumbled it up and tossed it. Continued on with his performance. Well, he ended up dying after that performance.
What? How did he die?
He got shot in the head twice. And pretty much the note that he was given on stage was, if you continue this performance, you're going to die.
That's...
And, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And so he carried on with the performance.
Cartel is no joke, man. I mean, not that I thought that they were, but they're a lot more public and brave.
Yeah. So they got him. And when you mentioned the word Death Note, it triggered...
Like a note of death.
Yeah, and it's something that I saw recently. I saw it, I want to say yesterday.
Dang. Whatever he did, man. Cartel really got him.
Yeah. I do want to kind of go ahead and see what the name was.
R.I.P.
I'm going to go ahead and pause the music real quick and go ahead and see what this was about. Yes. Name of the artist is, for anybody who wants to go ahead and see more information about this further and see potentially what the video that I saw, because the video says the man who received a death note on the stage. And that would be Chalino Sanchez.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Chalino Sanchez. It's a very, very... tragic story.
Oh.
So yeah, there's that. I also want to say that I'm very disappointed in myself because we played a game that Lexi had. It's a game where you're given a category and you have to go ahead and kind of choose between the letters of the alphabet.
Yeah, it's called Tapple, if any of you guys know what that is.
Say it again.
Tapple?
Tapple. So we're playing with our family and stuff, this game, and again, we're each deciding between categories of what to select. And from then, again, in that category, you have to decide a letter. And, you know, for example, if I say shoe brands, I would go ahead and start, I would select A, Adidas. And then Lexi would go ahead and be like, oh, N, Nike. And then you guys would have to choose, and so on and so forth in this little...
And you can't do a letter again.
Yeah.
Once that letter has been
once.
used, it's done for that round.
So, that's just to give you, my friends, give you some context here. Because I failed at a certain category, which I thought that I would be very good at. And that was something in the category that actually Dad, he decided to go ahead and challenge us with.
Yeah.
And that would be category is Attack on Titan characters. Was that the first one eliminated?
I think so. But it's also because you're an overthinker. You see all the options and you're trying to think one for all of them instead of just focusing on one. But it's because you couldn't remember Theo Magath's name.
Yes.
You're like, you were stuck on the T and you're like, what the heck is his name?
Because there's a time limit. There's a time limit between rounds. And I just, I couldn't go ahead and I was focusing on the T. I had Theo Magath, but I couldn't recall the name. So I failed. But Dad pulled out a deep cut a little bit from season 1. He said Ian.
Yeah, he said Ian. He was like, there's someone named Ian? I was like, oh my God, there is.
Damn, yeah, you're right. Boom.
Yeah, because we still had like the I and the T.
No, well, not the T, because Dad said Theo Magath.
Oh, yeah. We still had the I and the B left. For some reason, we weren't thinking of Bertold.
Yeah. Wasn't thinking of Bertold. But yeah, so I failed at that game. It sucks.
I did answer Flock, actually. I took the F and I answered Flock.
Yeah, because you can't recognize the
Ooh, Josh asks, Lex, we need you to settle this debate on who would win in a fight, the Beast Titan or the Attack. Solely one-on-one?
Yes.
Are there other Titans involved that the Beast can control or no?
It's a valid question.
Because if there are other Titans involved, then I think the Beast wins. Okay.
Okay, here.
Just one-on-one?
One-on-one. Answer that. And then I'll give you a question similar.
Okay. If it's just one-on-one, I still think that the Beast wins. He's got that reach, man.
All right.
He's got that ab gut.
So now here's mine.
Okay.
The Beast Titan has his Titans.
Okay.
But Eren has his scouts.
Well, we saw how that went. Well, we see how that goes down. Okay. And as long as one of those scouts is Levi, we good.
Interesting. Okay.
I think we're good.
Good. I think so.
Oh, yeah. Is the attack with Warhammer?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
If the attack is with Warhammer and founding abilities, then you're not beating him.
Yeah. So which Eren are we talking about here?
Yeah. Just like what Heist
that's
said.
a great
Eren
one.
season 4 attack, he solos everyone. I repent agrees with my answer.
Great minds think alike.
Maybe just pre-season 4. Yeah, because I think anything past season 4, Eren's solo.
Eren wins. Yeah.
Or does he? Find out on November 4th.
We also asked a question too, where it was like, okay, does your answer stay the same if there's a Titan, right? Talking about the Titan warriors in a battle royale. Because I believe that's a question that we had. Which Titan wins a Titan battle royale?
And we're not using, like, obviously Eren's founding Warhammer. Because
we're talking about Eren pre-season 4.
Okay, pre-season 4. Yeah, I do agree. Zeke's pretty freaking smart. And he's really strong. He's also huge.
So we have the Cart Titan. You have the Jaw Titan.
The Colossal could just nuke everyone. But I think he can only do that, like, once. If I'm not mistaken. I think it's going to fall between the Colossal... And... Oh, it depends on who fights who. If the Beast is fighting the Cart, Beast wins nonstop. But if he's fighting, like, the Armored... If the Beast is fighting Annie, I don't know, man. Annie's pretty freaking smart.
I think Beast Titan kicks the shit out of Annie.
I mean, I still think that he would win, but...
I don't think Annie even gets close enough to land a strike.
Also, we saw the Warhammer. Yes, she can be super smart and it can be used really good, but she wasn't smart the way she used it. You just unplugged her.
That one left a bad impression.
Yeah. Then I think it falls between the Colossal and the Beast.
Those are the two that I was deciding on too. That's exactly what I was thinking. And
it just depends on how much gas they've gotten each other.
Yeah. I see Josh was on the same boat too.
Yeah, we're all on the same boat.
I think I said was giving Eren a lot of the benefit of the doubt. But again, might have been thinking about season 4 Eren. Which, if that's the case, I think we were all in agreement.
That season 4 Eren is
that's just,
winning.
That's just too powerful. It's very cool. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Love your discussions.
If it is after the nuke, and he's already transformed, the Beast Titan can shred the Colossal. I like that thinking. Also, too, when Josh mentioned Zeke and his smart and strength, right? Heisa says that Eren's smarter. He out-manipulated Zeke. And Josh says that Eren got him in a moment of weakness regarding his familial issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeke versus Armin.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Armin. Yeah, I love you. But Zeke is way more cunning and way more willing.
Violent.
Yeah, violent's a good word, yeah.
And Armin's Colossal, that's pretty good, man. But he can't hear.
Armin's going to try to reason the best he can.
Yeah, Armin would try to be. He is super smart, though.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Yeah, you can't hear anything, man.
No ears. Yep.
Meanwhile, Zeke's ears are huge.
And his belly.
Yeah. He'll just distract Armin.
As
Armin's
he flings
not a violent
poo
kind
at
of
him.
guy. Wants to try to reason, and I don't think Zeke's willing to listen to reason. He'll just brute force. Because he knows he can to beat Armin.
Yeah.
But all right.
1v1. Beast Titan and Levi.
We saw Levi like 5v1 and win. Well, technically he didn't win. Zeke got away. So... But also, if the Beast knows what he's coming into, I think that Levi doesn't really have that good of a chance if the beast knows what he's coming into.
Interesting.
Because he caught him off guard. Like, what, my titans have fallen?
Read it.
Oh, who do you think won that fight with Mikasa and Annie? I think... because it was solely sparring, we talked about this before, I think. Mm-hmm. I think solely because it was hand-to-hand combat that Annie won. Annie's better at hand-to-hand combat. And Mikasa's better at everything else.
Interesting.
So I think Annie won.
Okay. Levi versus Mikasa. Sorry, Mikasa, but Levi
Sorry,
gets that dub. Yeah.
Yeah, she has the technique
over strength, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. And that's what they say.
Is that what they say?
Good stuff. You have any more 1v1 questions, go ahead and bring them.
You might be a Q&A, guys.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall we?
We shall.
Get into the story. We already did a recap. Flock versus Marco.
What?
Flock, I'm sorry. Flock's winning that one.
Yeah, Flock's winning. Marco's too sweet.
Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to go ahead and now talk about continue the story that is season 3, episode 13, A Town Where Everything Began. This is part 2. Judges. Flock lost to a grandma, though.
Well, yay.
You win some and you lose
against Marco, yeah.
Yeah, against Marco, yeah.
All right. Oh, you're going to have to do Zach's lines.
Yeah, I'll do them.
You're like, no, I'm not. You're doing those.
Here we go, guys. As the scouts continue their journey, advancing through a mountain in an area that is familiar to Mikasa and Eren, a scout alerts. I see the foot of the mountain! There are signs of a trail ahead! The scouts continue their mission to reclaim Walmaria, as Eren tells Mikasa, well, looks like we're close. Mikasa responds,
I'm pretty sure I can hear the river.
Armin adds, we made it back. After all that's happened. And as the scouts exit the mountain's forest, we hear Armin. This is the first time we've seen it since we fled as kids. Our hometown, Shiganshina. We then see, while exiting the mountains, Walmaria in the distance, with the breach in the wall created by the armored titan. The scouts ride their horses quickly to the Shiganshina district. Then, a blink and you'll miss it moment. The Titans, hidden underground, as the scouts ride past what would be straws for humans used to breathe underground. And this detail is courtesy of Josh.
I didn't notice that.
From last week's episode.
Interesting. I didn't notice that. Good job, Josh.
Yeah, actually, if you haven't seen it, I believe Josh sent it over on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So go ahead and check it out if you can. I'm pretty sure it's still there. Yeah, Josh sent the picture because it's something that we talked about where Josh mentioned that detail. I was like, wait, what? Huh? And you can see there's like tubes sticking up out of the ground.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
And there's no way they would just put that in there for no reason.
No, the thing is, those are there so that, again, those the Titans can go ahead and breathe as they're hidden. And they're buried.
Oh my god!
And it just goes to show the
meticulous planning.
The steps that Zeke took to prepare for the scouts' arrival.
Oh my god! I never knew that was a thing. Good job, Josh.
Yeah.
Holy
wow. Can we
crap.
give it up to Josh? Oh my gosh.
So they need to breathe. Got it.
Yeah.
But they don't have lungs. Interesting. I'm not going to get too logical.
Even though Ymir literally dug herself. No. But yeah,
I know, even though Ymir was somehow, I don't know, man.
Yeah. That was an incredible detail that obviously is mentioned here in the story that is a blink and you'll miss a moment. Because it happened so quickly. So now, leading the way and approaching Walmaria, Commander Irvin yells out to alert his scouts. There could be Titans anywhere, so keep your guard up. This operation has officially begun. All troops switch to ODM gear. The scouts follow orders as they launch their ODM gear cables towards the wall to get to higher ground. As the scouts soar over the wall, Commander Irvin explains to us the plan. We must seal the gate to Almaria and the one to the outside world. With that achieved, Shiganshina will be isolated, and we can kill the Titans inside. The enemy will predict this plan and counter it by targeting Eren. And then we see just beautiful ODM scenes of scouts and their coordinated maneuvering, making their way to the top of the wall.
Exactly. Beautifully
alongside Irvin. Irvin continues, but all 100 of our soldiers will keep their faces covered with hoods. By the time the foe can locate Eren, he'll have plugged up the outer gate. I do want to say very quickly, though, that this scene, again, is an amazing scene of ODM gear and just ODM maneuvering, and it's something that I believe this scene itself was the live action, like, CGI that people see that was posted over on social media, right? Of the scouts kind of like going in and using their ODM gear and stuff, and they're kind of like almost like flying through the town and stuff and all that and stuff. Yeah, I believe that is kind of similar to this specific moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, beautifully animated, especially because this is the first episode of their return from the break. From the... How long did they wait? A year?
Yeah, I think Josh said it was a year. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got a new opening. We got really great quality animation. Beautifully animated, just as Josh says.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So now Eren reaches the top of the wall and looks at the empty devastation of what once was his home.
What once was?
Armin and Mikasa both join Eren, and they notice Eren struggling with what he's seeing, as they notice him beginning to tremble. Levi then passes by, screaming out to the trio, "Don't stop!" Eren regains focus. "You have to get to that outer..." That's exactly what he sounded like.
That's what you get.
You have to get to that...
You have to get to the outer gate.
You have to get to that outer gate. It's more like it. And Eren acknowledges that. Not the person before. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
But Eren acknowledges and he continues the mission. Mikasa, of course, follows Eren.
Duh.
But Armin stays put as he notices something on the edge of the wall. Armin notices ashes from a kicked out fire. Armin then raises his blade into the air, getting the attention of Commander Irvin. And as the commander stares in the direction of Armin, we hear a concerned Armin's thoughts. They're here, and they're close. Bertolt and Reina. Meanwhile, Eren joins a group of scouts heading to the outer wall. And as Mikasa joins, Eren scans the area. Eren thinks to himself, "My old house is right around here. We're so close to everything we left behind." Eren recalls him and his family sitting around the dining table. Eren looks behind him to look at Mikasa, but he sees that she is stone cold focused on the mission. And Eren now tells himself, "It's fine. I'm taking it back." All right.
Okay. Motivated main character syndrome Eren that we normally see.
He gets motivated by his friends.
Yeah, of course.
He sees it as like, okay, she's ready, I'm ready. Let's do this.
You can do it, I can do it.
Why do I sound like low-key like young Vegeta there?
Yeah, I heard that too.
If Kakarot's ready, then I'm ready.
It's exactly what Eren sounds like.
Oh, can you imagine if literally Chris Sabat was Eren's voice?
Yeah, and then Eren was Irvin.
Eren was Captain Kits.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But alright, let's go ahead and let's talk about what we just.
But yeah, it has to be super nerve-wracking coming back to your hometown and like seeing it for the first time, since obviously you fled, seeing your mother's death, and knowing all that's happened since then is insane. And it's been... How many years has it been since they left? Didn't they say it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to say that it's been like 5 years, and then from the time period here, I want to say it's like 4 months or something like that Connie mentioned. So
Yeah, those 4 months were crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Armin, being a genius, notices, hey.
Yeah, somebody's been camping out here.
There's some new, like, campfire ash.
Yeah, there's literally, like,
Someone's
some fire ash out here.
I'm just thinking about the freaking tubes now. That you got me spiraling over here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking about.
That was a cool detail for sure.
That was really, really cool.
But yeah, again, this goes to just to kind of even just piggyback off of a question that Josh asked last week about something that you just mentioned, the idea of going back to your home after so much time has passed and everything that you guys experience and stuff, you know, like to see the impact and that it's making on these characters, specifically, of course, Armin, Eren, Mikasa. I will say Mikasa, she's holding it together very good. I think for her only responsibility and her only really concern is Eren's well-being, and I think that's why she's staying focused. She's obviously staying very close to Eren. But Eren, you could tell this is something that he sees and he is really feeling. He's really trying to like stay focused, but it's something where he's like, he's almost kind of like losing his train of thought a little bit.
Emotional.
And then he needs to go ahead and refocus, and that refocus is again by whether it be Armin and his, you know, him being, you know, the voice of reason, or whether it be Mikasa and her, you know, lack of focus. I mean, she's just focused throughout the entire mission, and he understands like I need to go ahead and be focused too. I do want to get to chat.
Me too, man. Me too, Jacob.
Yeah. So Jacob just says early on, best scene is Levi using ODM gear when fighting Kenny. Yeah, that was a really, really cool scene.
Yeah, that was super cool.
That scene that we've talked about too, where I was like, man, seeing that in live action would be incredible.
Like animated.
Robot Levi, yes, he made an appearance.
Yeah, he did. He made a little.
Josh says, I don't like the way that they run on these walls all the way down to the gate on the other side. Like, that's got to be at least a few miles or something.
Yeah, but they're also soldiers, man.
Yeah.
They train for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does, like, I would just be like, hey guys, I'm just going to ride my horse all the way to the other side and I'll just meet you there. But
also, too, again, to kind of talk about what we just mentioned in terms of the idea of going back home, Josh says the idea hits harder after the battle when they're walking towards Eren's house. When they're running, I think of that scene when Eren and Mikasa are running and they're getting ready to turn that corner, and it's that same corner where when they turn, it's like in the beginning where they're like okay, you know, like the house is just there. Please be okay. Please be okay.
The house is gonna be there just like normal. It's not.
It's not. You know, so for them to go ahead,
now the floor,
and for them to go ahead and make their way back to that location, that specific location, Eren's house.
That's a whole nother. Maybe we'll see the shoe from the still.
Yeah. But I agree. Yes, I wish Armin, Mikasa, and Eren would just stay those little kids that we saw early on.
I completely agree. And then having what Irvin said earlier about, okay, we'll all have our hoods on. We'll all be in disguise, because if they know which one, you have to always be careful. It's like earlier last episode when Connie was like, yeah, Eren, and John was like, dude, shut up. Don't say your name. Like, oh, literally. Yeah, right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So dumb.
Yeah.
But
Connie, he's not the brightest, but he has a great heart.
Yeah. He means so well, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay disguised, as always. Don't know which one's Eren. Even though it's clearly the one that Levi just told get to the wall, and he's clearly to the wall. I mean, to the edge of the wall, to the breach. So,
which is good though, because obviously there's a group of scouts that are also heading to that location, you know.
There's a bunch of them. So where would he be?
But yeah, I do like that detail though. Like you talked about literally one of the first things you mentioned here is Armin and his awareness. Because
super smart dude.
That could be a moment where it's like, okay, hypothetically here, if Armin doesn't see that, how does that change the mission going forward?
They're not really prepared. You know? For anyone else recently being around at all. I mean, they're still supposed to have the mindset that, like Jean said in the last episode, earlier in this episode, that need to act as though there's enemies around us at all times.
Yeah.
That can get a little skewed when things are going too well. Which.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
That's some awesome foreshadowing of something we're going to go ahead and talk about very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Armin, he notices something and he goes and he literally raises his blade out over into the air to get the attention of the commander, and the commander sees that, and now
gives
the
him a
commander
very stern, very passionate look.
Yeah. And this is something that's going to be important for Armin going forward, because we might talk about it over in next week's episode. I can't remember exactly if it is in this specific episode, but it's going to be something too with Armin where there's going to be another growing moment for him.
Yeah, it is.
As a soldier, as a potential leader going forward.
There's some big episodes coming up, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're about to talk about that, Josh. I'd be so freaked out by the fact that there's 0 Titans in the town. Like, it's too empty.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's quiet. Too quiet.
Yes, definitely.
It's exactly what it's like. And we're about to discuss that right now. Getting a little excited there.
I do want to thank Josh again, man, for that awesome detail about those Titans being hidden. Because, honestly, it just seems like it's another scene of just them traveling and stuff, You don't go ahead and see that.
Mm-mm.
You don't see it. You don't see those, straws, you don't see the tubes.
The breathing tubes.
That's such a cool detail.
Yeah, I just keep thinking about it, man. That's super cool.
But then yes, so just like how Zeke himself made plans to prepare for the scouts, Irvin himself has made some plans to go ahead and stay hidden, make sure we know what our objectives are, get them done very quickly so that we can go ahead and prevent Titans from getting into the wall, and we can take care of the Titans that are left inside the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just a bunch of sleeping Eldians, yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. But of course, Armin, he goes and he notices the ashes, and first 2 suspects that come to mind are Bertold and Reiner.
Yeah. And obviously they don't know who Zeke is.
Yeah, they're not aware of that.
There is a monkey out there.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead and let's continue.
All right.
So now on top of the wall, we see a group of scouts led by Hanji. Hanji wonders out loud.
I know we're overdue for some luck, but how have we not seen any Titans yet?
And Captain Levi then acknowledges, we still have to continue. And Hanji agrees as she responds with a flare in her hand.
We have no cause to call it off.
Hanji then releases the green flare, and then others follow her lead by responding with their own green signal flares. Do you remember what green means?
Green means progress forward.
Yeah, okay. Green means advance, right?
Yeah, advance. That's what it is. Whatever. Fancy words. Means go. Green means go.
And so again, Hanji with the flares, and everybody follows suit. So Eren himself now is close, as he tells himself, I can do this. No. We can do this. Because we're special. For no other reason than the fact that we were born. We will be free. And Eren launches himself high above the outer wall. And then we see Eren. He bites down to begin the transformation. And as Eren transforms, well, we see someone paying close attention. Somebody who appears to be hiding in a barrel. And that person, of course, is Bertold. As we also see Reiner hiding in a separate location, ready to prove to himself and others that he's a warrior. To be continued.
I liked how you added that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if there's a time that Eren jumps off of a high spot? Because all the times that we've seen him successfully transform, he's jumping off of a high place and bites his hand. Can you imagine he jumps off of a high place, bites, and he doesn't transform?
Yeah, his fears get into him.
Yeah. And he's just, oh crap! He just keeps like, trying to bite and bite.
No!
And while he's like falling to his death. I mean, not his death because he can heal, but still, that'd be... You're just looking over, like let's say you're one of the scouts and you look over, you see him jumping off, it's gonna happen. He's still going. Why hasn't he transformed yet?
I would just think like, Mikasa immediately like, Eren! And then obviously, Levi just, oh, that dumbass, or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, like,
But at least he's got ODM gear. So I guess if he was smart, he would just,
And that means now everybody has to stop what they're doing.
Yeah.
They need to make their way over to Eren.
Yeah, and now everyone know who's who. Yeah. Everyone knows that that's Eren because what idiot's just gonna jump? I mean, I guess they could think it's Connie, but like, who's gonna jump off just to like barely save themselves?
Imagine if that was a decoy.
Yeah, it was a decoy just to be like, I'm actually not transforming. I'm just gonna escape last minute.
That would be planning for literally everything if they had like a decoy of somebody showing
Eren.
They're gonna go and transform. That would work out if Ymir was still alive and she was there.
Yeah.
Because then that means that Ymir would go ahead and be a part of this mission. She goes and she jumps up into the air. She goes and she transforms and we see Bertold and we see Reina both anticipating Eren. But then
it's just
landing on top of that wall.
It's a gremlin.
Perched up is our little gremlin Ymir. While Eren...
And they're like, what?
While Eren goes and he transforms and he goes and he damn it, now I'm spiraling here.
Yeah, now we're spiraling.
Because it'd be so cool to go ahead and have...
We just always end up coming back to, what if we had Ymir?
Yeah, if Ymir was there...
What if she wasn't stupid and didn't make the decision to go with
If she was battling alongside
Reina.
the scouts here over in this mission, and she can go ahead and just be like, again, just added assurance in terms of defense, and somebody there who can go ahead and be very agile. Somebody who can go ahead and help out, that'd be great. I don't think her odds of surviving would be good.
Yeah.
If she was there. Josh said, be serious. What would Ymir do? Yeah, she would just pretty much just be like...
He'd be the distraction.
The decoy, but also she's kind of like the person who, remember when Reina was being surrounded by those Titans and all of a sudden she just showed up and she started,
True.
buying Reina some time. I think that's what she would do. She would go ahead and kind of
buying time.
She'd be very agile and jump around and go ahead and just try to buy time or whatever and stuff, or even take attention away from Eren.
Yeah.
If she's able to go ahead,
just to have a Titan on your side.
yeah, if you're able to take attention away from Eren, which is good, then that'd be beneficial. But if she's there having to battle against Reina and at this point Bertold transforms and he's already inside the walls, then there's not much that Ymir can do other than try to just, at that point, you use her as a way to get other scouts out of that situation. Maybe Mobley would still be alive. You just don't know. But in terms of battle and everything, as I mentioned, I don't think that Ymir would survive this battle. I don't think that she would. I think this would be the end that we see of Ymir. But Josh said, I think that they'd have one Titan on either side, one with horses and one with the armor Titan. I think they'd have one.
I mean, but at this point they don't know where the armor Titan is, so they're just got to cover all stops, I guess.
Yeah. But again, it's something that I believe Jacob mentioned early on about like Ymir turning herself in. Like, that is my biggest pet peeve, and that's the one thing that I wish that I could change in this story. There's so much I could change, but if I were to go and change one specific detail, that'd be that Ymir decides to stick around with the scouts and becomes an ally.
That would change so much about
and helps out, Historia and stuff, I'm sure that Historia herself, she had great character development, afterwards where she decided to go ahead and stand up for herself and she kills her father.
Yeah.
But I think that she would be more confident if she had Ymir over there by her side. I just feel like she would be a more confident queen.
She'd have a guard dog, man.
Yeah. And again, who knows if Ymir would even travel with the scouts.
Yeah, they might just keep her home to be a guard dog.
Yeah, keep her there to
what
go ahead and
if
protect
we don't have
the
our
queen.
Titan here, man? We got to keep you here. Then that's a whole nother... We could spiral for forever.
Because I have a feeling that if Ymir is forced to go ahead and embark in this mission, that Historia wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. That she would be like, no, I'm going with her. I'm going with her. And then you'd be like, look, with all due respect,
We must protect the queen.
like, you have to stay here. Because what's after you is not very good.
Yeah, let's just... yeah, that's
Then
true.
we
They
gotta
would probably leave her
Then
with-
we got to go back to military rule.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point there. She'd probably flip-flop knowing her. Yeah, I mean, who's to say? But I think that if she were to commit and leave them, that she wouldn't just flip-flop back to them. I think that at that point, that bridge would be burned. And I think that Reina will hold a lot of remorse against her for leaving them when she did. I just feel like, Reina would just... And maybe, again, this would be a good thing. That Reina would then change his attention to her and trying to go ahead and kill her. And that buys Eren some time, Who knows? But it would also help out knowing that you have this gremlin of a Titan jumping around trying to scratch and claw at the armored.
Yeah, like I said, it's always good to have a Titan on your side, man.
Heisa says that I would change Flock. is death. Flock doesn't die. He doesn't die. Oh, and that Armin get beat up more, and that Sasha wouldn't die.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd leave you for Ymir, Zui says. Yeah.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
And I'm
that,
sure Ymir would not care.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
Ymir.
sure, I don't care about him.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff right there.
That's funny.
I think Heise would definitely leave his significant other for Flock for sure.
Yeah, Heise would.
Yeah. And that's okay. Because I'd probably leave my significant other for Historia, you know, so on and so forth. Sasha, Mikasa.
Yeah, Mikasa. Mikasa's too intimidating for you.
Yeah, but still.
I can't talk to my girlfriend, but I like looking at her.
I'd be like, look, she's my girlfriend, but she cares more about Eren.
Yeah,
It's okay.
she's my girlfriend.
I'd be like telling myself, I'd reason it and be like, look, they're family.
I know, you would rationalize it in your head.
They're
Like, everyone would
family.
be
Of
like,
course
dude,
she cares
that's a
about-
red flag.
Like,
and you'd
bro.
be like, no, man, they're
Do
related.
you see the way she looks at Eren? What do you mean? They're family.
Yeah, they're
They literally
family.
are brother and sister.
She told me that she sees him as family.
Are they brother and sister by blood?
No, but they basically are. Ira Penn says that he'd leave his partner for Erwin.
For Irvin?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
there you
probably
go.
leave my partner for younger Levi.
Yeah.
Younger, less violent Levi.
Do me a favor,
I can
Lex.
change him. I can change him.
Can you look up and tell us how old Rico is?
Ooh, okay.
Because
I should probably type in AOT.
Yes,
And
yeah.
not just look up Rico age.
how old is Rico?
Because the first Rico,
AOT
the
is
first
Uncle
Rico that came up was from Hannah Montana.
Oh, okay, interesting. Josh says mid-thirties, I think.
Rico. People are asking if it's a girl or a boy.
Uh-oh, Heise.
Rico's a woman.
Okay.
Short woman.
Okay.
And she is...
The speculated gender ones in AOT are, it's like Hanji, right?
She's first Garrison.
What is that in age?
Her birthday is December 7th.
Okay.
Can I get the age, please?
Yes. We were waiting for it. Heise is waiting for it. We're all waiting for it.
It's not telling me, man.
Oh. Well.
How do
No
you pronounce
age.
her last name? It's spelled B-R-Z... B-R-Z-E-N-S-K-A.
Brzenka.
Brzenka. She's definitely...
Heise says 22, like
Swedish.
me.
Oh, she's 22?
No, he
Right
wishes.
Yeah.
He says, like me. No.
You wish she was 22. We're the same age, by the way, Heise.
Interesting. We're the same age, too. We're all 22.
All right.
Sorry, Heise.
Yeah, it's not really coming up.
Rico is more of my age, so. Sorry, bud. She's mine.
Oh, it just says unknown. She's born on December 7th and she's 5'1".
Oh, she's 5'1". Never mind, you can have her.
Yeah, she's she's 5'1", dude. I can't have D1 babies like that. How old is Zach? Zach is 23.
23.
He just turned 23.
Zach just turned 23.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or last week.
Last week.
Last week.
D1 baby, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
need
to
to have those
baby.
D1 scouts.
That's why my boyfriend is 6'6".
That's why.
That's why. Just because I want D1 babies.
Yeah.
Me and Luca talked about, we're like, what if we have a kid and they're not athletic at all and they aren't interested in sports at all?
5'1".
Then we
You
go
know,
back. We get-
name your daughter Rico, becomes Garrison Soldier.
that kid has to be interested in at least instruments.
Yeah. Let's get.
not, then I don't know, man.
Let's get fired up!
You're like getting red. Also, you didn't say it like
That was
he,
for you.
you didn't say it like he pronounced how he spelled it. You said, "Let's get fired dead up." Boo!
Sorry for everybody listening. I had to.
Get ready to rumble.
I had to. I just had to. It just, I don't know. I don't know. Be quiet, Short King.
Short King.
Oh, that a little bit throwing you under the bus right there?
Short King.
Josh is Short King?
A Short King is pretty much anyone below like 5'11".
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A Short King is pretty much. If you're like 5'10" or below, I think that's what's considered a Short King.
6 foot or 6'1". Interesting. I think you were louder.
You were louder.
Yeah, I feel like I was.
I'm 6 foot or 6'1". No, you're not a Short King. That's tall.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Heisa saying it.
Yeah, Josh says I am a Short King.
Yeah, Josh says I am.
It's okay. It's okay.
Watch him be like, I'm 5'3".
No, you don't
like,
have to
cool,
disclose. Man. I'm short too. I'm actually 18 feet.
I'm actually 18 foot. Yeah, I'm actually the 4 meter Titan.
Yeah, because I'm what? Never seen Lexi cover her ears?
Oh, then you've never seen Zach get fired up.
Yeah.
I cover my ears whenever he says fired up, man.
Josh is 5'2". Interesting. We got a Levi here.
5'2". Oh yeah, Levi.
We got Levi here. Levi in the house. Hell yeah.
Stop lying.
Stop lying. We got Levi in the house.
Aw.
Love it. It's okay.
It's okay, man.
I mean, I'm like,
Great thing come in small packages.
I'm like,
Tiny but mighty. Let's go.
on a good day, I'm like 6'4".
On a good day, yeah. When you're sitting.
When I'm not
straight
slouching.
and- yeah, same. We both slouch so much.
Yeah.
You have to lower the camera because I slouch so much.
Yeah. You know, good stuff.
This is me sitting upright. Seems so much taller.
This is me, right here. If I were to go ahead and live action somebody.
It's me.
If I were to live action somebody.
Oh, also, apparently Dobby's actually like 5'9", same height as Shoto.
Never mind.
It's just that he wears like big goth boots, so he looks tall.
So I wouldn't be him.
Heisa says, Minetta's 9 foot. Yeah, maybe 9 inches.
Yeah.
Short Kings stick together. But yeah. I don't really have anything else to add.
To Short Kings?
Yeah, to Short Kings.
So do you think that Bertolt has been hiding in this barrel for
The whole time?
how
Probably.
long now? He's hiding in this barrel and... Wait, the barrel is with the cart?
That's a great question. I don't know. Is he already in the barrel?
Yeah, he's in the barrel because it shows that the light is piercing through the barrel.
Oh, okay. So the barrel is... Yeah, the barrel was attached to the cart, I thought.
Yeah.
Y'all, I need Josh. Josh!
Josh, verify for us, please.
Josh,
No,
you're a fact
I'm pretty
checker.
sure that the cart has the barrel, and so when the cart goes next to the beast launches Bertolt over the wall into Shiganshina, thus transforming, thus destruction. Yes. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain. I want to say yes.
I
think I
wanna
know.
say yes. I know it's what you want to say, but is it correct?
Is it true? Is it factual? Tune in for another episode of Attack the Talk.
Dragon Ball Z.
I said I wanted to look like Dobby till you guys told me to look it up. Non-animated.
Yeah. Look up
Yeah.
skin grafts normally. That's what's on his body. So maybe not.
Interesting. Josh says I'm more worried about how his tall ass fits in that barrel. But remember,
Yeah.
Bertolt sleeps in odd, very, very odd.
This man is flexible.
Yeah. Like, he sleeps in very, very weird, like... What's the word I'm thinking of? Not
Positions.
stances, positions, yeah. He has an odd stance. No.
An odd stance to him.
Yeah, Bertolt loves to go
Structure.
ahead and sleep in odd positions. He's a man of
Chicken.
just very flexible, yeah. And,
That.
good stuff there. But... My other question is, Ryan is inside the walls, but why aren't there any Titans inside the walls? Well, technically there is a Titan inside the wall, but why aren't there any rumbling Titans in there with them?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Is Dobby a simp? Uh-oh.
Fuyumi Todoroki. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know.
But I mean, you guys get what I'm saying though. Or like, how does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just like an empty spot. Unless he's just like between like shoulders, like the heads, because they're so huge. There's a lot of empty space between them.
They probably killed the ones that weren't under Zeke's control. Or what if he took Titans out to go ahead and be part of his wall?
Let's just take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else. They should have just done that with Shiganshina, man. I don't know why they were... I don't know why they were too busy trying to reclaim it. Just push it somewhere else, man.
Well, if you push it somewhere else, that just means that Monkey Man's going to go ahead and start throwing his dung in that direction. That's what he does.
Too bad Titans actually can't poop, because then
I know.
The ammo, man. The
Can you imagine
hot
that?
heaping ammo that the beast would have.
Yeah, that would be...
But then he would have to eat for that. So would he just be like eating humans? Or could he eat whatever?
I think he would just eat whatever.
And just...
Yeah, and just like...
Jungle Boogie.
Boom.
Clearly, we're at the part of the podcast where we're just saying things that come to our mind, and we have no filter.
It's great stuff.
We're at that part.
Anybody else want a non-filter with us? It's great stuff. What's on your mind?
Go loose.
Meanwhile, Ice is the one with the white hair and the red towards the top. She wears glasses. She's fine. The elementary school teacher. That's 23. Yeah, she's mine.
Is that not Fuyumi?
That's what he's saying, yeah.
Yeah.
He says he'll have Fuyumi then. Instead of Rico, you need
Not
to
in the
choose.
same universe, man.
You need to choose.
You choose one from every universe.
You choose one from everybody. Okay. Who are you choosing?
I'll choose...
No, his story is mine.
For My Hero Academia?
Or Attack on Titan. Why'd you say it like that? For My Hero Academia?
My Hero Academia? My Hero Academia? I'll choose...
Yeah.
Yeah, Fat Gum. Specifically the fat version.
Yeah.
That's what I want. He is like huge. He's like 10 feet tall.
Is he that tall?
Yeah, he's huge.
Really?
Maybe not when he's skinny gum, but...
Interesting. Josh says, you seem like an overhaul lover.
No, I can't forgive a man that abuses
You
children.
don't like Asian freak?
The Asian freak? I was like trying to figure out, I was like, what? I would probably choose Dobby.
What?
Yeah.
Even after what he looks like?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or...
Andor. Yeah, Josh says not
I can't
Dobby.
choose Dobby. Okay.
Not Dobby.
Then...
I knew it!
Real. Real. I don't know, man. What about you?
In My Hero?
Yeah. Who are you choosing? Who are you simping for?
I'm saying before I go for the crazies.
Toga?
Toga.
You like blondes, man.
Toga.
She could transform into any woman or man that you want. She could transform into you.
That would be annoying if all of a sudden she just full on transformed and I was just like, okay, can you stop please? And she's constantly like just like pricking me like,
yeah.
I need some more of your blood. Give me more of your blood. I'm just like, okay, stop it.
And she just keeps transforming into you.
I don't know, Ochaka? Ochaka? No.
Okaka?
Ochako, she seems, and I say this with peace and love, but she seems pretty thick.
They all are. It's modern anime. They're all thick.
Oh. No, but she seems
Even
like
Bakugo.
she seems like in like live action, and I mean real.
What?
Like if she was a real person,
if she was real.
if she was a real person,
okay,
then she would have some curves to her. She's 15. Mystery. Okay, I understand this.
True.
I'm in that class. Okay.
But I'm 15 too.
I'm literally Billy Madison. Like I have to go back to school.
Not good.
I'm kidding. We're getting some strange story. No, if I was in that class.
I was thinking about Bakugo, but he's also only like 16 years old, so maybe not.
If I was in that class. Do we not understand that, people?
If I was in that class. Yeah, and Dobby's like 23, so it's perfect.
Is he that old?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like 22 or 23.
Interesting.
What do you mean that old?
Wow.
You're older than that.
I know. And nothing wrong with that.
Age is old, guys.
How old is Toga? She's young.
Yeah, Toga's supposed to be like 16, 17.
Damn it, dude.
Maybe she's 18.
I don't know if I like anyone for my Hero Academia. Yeah. I
like
go with
Gran Torino?
Froppy. With that tongue, dude. Bro,
Oh,
she's
she's
15.
15. Hey. Just go with the invisible girl. Never heard
Maybe
of her.
Lady... What is that? Lady Nagant?
Lady Nagant. We just saw her, man.
Did we?
Yeah, she's the one that was hunting down Emo Deku.
Oh.
The one that got
See,
powers
Heise
from
agrees.
Light
Yes. See, I'm also in the class.
No, I'm in the class. I'm in it. I'm
Yes,
in
I'm
it.
in the class, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, time to find out what age Toga is.
Yeah. Find out.
She's 16.
Damn it. Never mind.
So you can't choose Toga. You have to choose one of the teachers.
Mount Lady.
You already chose
No,
Mount
he
Lady.
says he had Mount Lady and Midnight.
And Midnight, yeah. You'd have Mount Lady and Midnight.
Mount Lady.
You do want to mount that lady. Huh?
I'll go some rock. I'll rock climb. I don't care.
What?
Huh? What? No, they're mine. You can't claim, bro. It's not how this works.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Dobby because he's of age.
Okay, cool.
And I like his vibe.
You know what? I'm just
Like
gonna
it
go.
better
I'm gonna
with
go with. I'm gonna go with Deku's mom.
Give me Dick.
Give me Deku's mom. She seems like she's nice.
She's single.
She's definitely single.
Seems like she knows how to cook. She could treat me right.
You know, definitely. All right, guys. What are we talking about here? What are we doing?
Or is the top class old enough?
How come there are no Hanjis?
Because I didn't say my AOT answer yet. You spoiled, man. That's my AOT answer.
Yeah.
Bakugo's
Bakugo
mom, bro.
mom, bro.
Yeah, Bakugo's mom is kind of a MILF.
She's spicy.
I would choose Hanji and AOT, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't choose Astoria.
Why not?
Because I'm too old.
Because she's, yeah, young.
Yeah.
You have to choose, like, not...
Technically, I can choose Ymir.
Yeah.
She wouldn't go for me because
She wouldn't, because you're a man.
I'm more of a Mikasa lover.
You would need to choose, like, Nanaba or...
Dead.
Okay. And?
Dead.
Okay.
Everyone in season 4 is over 18.
Oh, so you can go with season 4, like their current.
With the MILF?
You can go with current Mikasa.
No.
What?
I can go with my MILF, Historia.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, who? No one's a parent. Yeah, we
I
do
can go with the
have.
MILF there.
Historia is. What are we talking about?
What if I'm that farmer?
No.
See, in this weird world, I am that farmer.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Sasha, she's dead.
Dad.
Dead.
So?
Dead. All
Excellent
right.
answer. So?
It's been fun, guys. We're just talking about the moment of realization. Yes, her brain is mushed right now.
It's a very lazy. I woke up from a nap right before.
Right before?
this.
Yeah.
I almost said with a nap.
I need a nap.
I woke up with a nap.
Did you take a nap?
I tried. I did it. You need one.
You need one.
She's just there crying next
Yeah,
to him. That
yeah.
kid's just. You need one.
Yeah, you need one. I need one. I need a nap.
Yeah, AJ needs a nap.
So I can
Nap
go
right there,
ahead
man.
and just
Just stay streaming. Just stream your nap.
dream.
You'll get a bunch of
about
donations.
My Historia. I'll get a bunch of what? Donations?
Yeah.
That's
A lot
what
of
people do?
just, like, stream themselves napping, and certain like donations do certain things, so they're just like trying to wake you up.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
You guys would try to wake me up?
Maybe not them, but
Because that'd be
other
mean.
random people would. No, you definitely want Arm and Lex. No,
Attack to Talk sleep stream.
he's
when
pretty cool, but
We're going to pull an all-nighter.
too
and,
soft-spoken for me.
when the final season or whatever, final part 2 comes out. In November.
Yeah. You'll
We're
see me
going
falling asleep.
live.
You'll see me falling asleep during the episode because
That's what Lexi does.
I can't stay awake during episodes,
That's what
man.
she does. I'm like, what do we do? We're like, we're going to watch a couple episodes of
Yeah.
My Hero, and then we're going to watch the
The dubbed,
final part 1 dubbed.
yeah.
And we finished a couple episodes of
Yeah. My Hero.
My Hero. And
Accidentally watched an episode from Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, yeah.
And then
okay, but then we watched the dubbed, and then like
I think I got a good like 20 minutes in.
yeah, and you fell asleep. Yeah.
And then I was trying so hard to stay awake, man. I was trying so hard.
Yeah. I could tell you were trying to when you were like commentating.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, if I just keep
You're
talking.
like, oh no, my gosh.
Like not adding
Anytime
anything.
My Hero is the topic, I nod off, and One Piece.
Dang, you said we're boring.
Yeah. He says My Hero and One Piece are boring. Which
Screw your
it
interests.
depends. It depends.
I'm
really.
here for Attack on Titan.
It depends really on when in My Hero and when in One Piece. Because I agree, there are boring moments.
Oh my gosh, that freaking the My Hero Academia
Gentle
Criminal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so boring.
I don't think
we could discuss
Berserk now.
Berserk, I heard, is so freaking good. I've only seen like half of the first movie. And I heard that there's like hella pages and like their books are like thick and huge. And there's like 6 of them. La 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 la. Okay, bass. I like the bass in this. If you guys can hear it.
Yeah, can you guys hear it?
I've been told that I would like Berserk. Oh, I know of the traumatic things.
I don't think this is the one I'm searching for. There you go. So I liked it.
You're gonna make me go to sleep, man. You're gonna put me to sleep. If you guys can hear this, it's Gentle Criminal's
Good
theme.
old Gentle Criminal. All right, guys, what we got for you guys today?
Hello's trying to going in though.
I know that wasn't very informative. We didn't talk about a lot, really. What did we talk about today? We
That's
talked
quiet.
about
Too
the
quiet.
scouts making it back to the wall. See, this is what happened when Zach isn't here. We just get completely derailed, and no, we get derailed when Zach's here too.
I know.
I love
Gave
it.
him more derailed.
Who do you think Zach would choose
Woohoo. What, huh? What's the question?
for Attack on Titan?
Zach would choose
This is The
Mikasa.
Bachelor.
I think Zach would choose Mikasa.
Mikasa?
He likes muscle mummies. I think Zach would choose Mikasa.
Interesting. Turn off this goofy theme.
I know. This goofy
This
thing.
is exactly
It is
why.
goofy.
Yes, it is. Yes, I agree.
I think Zach would fight you for her.
Yeah.
Smash or pass with Attack the Talk. Hi, SB. That's the first thing we're hearing from you. The first thing we're hearing from you is smash or pass.
What's up, SB?
Oh, you didn't pick Peak, man.
Damn, that's right.
You didn't pick
Forget
Peak.
about her.
Thanks for bringing that up, Lo. Oh yeah, he would have picked. Zach would pick Peak, but specifically Spanish dub Peak. He wouldn't be able to understand her, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He could hear her.
That's right. That is right. Beautiful. It's lovely. So
Well, you
beautiful.
joined in when we were very much derailing, talking about other things. This is your walkout theme, yeah?
Yep. Let us know. What is your walkout thing? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, SPs, thank you so much for joining us as we're getting ready to go and close. This has been a very strange episode, no doubt.
Yeah.
Clearly, we are tired
Yeah.
and our minds are mush, and we're just talking about mush right now.
Also, when we get to the art talk, I have a personal anecdote to share.
Okay, guys, so that's all we got for you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Okay.
I know. We're never getting to this. Bye.
Top 3 streams. No, top 3 in terms of... I'm kidding, I don't know. AJ, give me buggy vibes. I love that.
That's great.
I love that. I hope I give you buggy vibes. That'd be great. I would love to be buggy. Just don't talk about my nose. Don't. You don't want to know what happened.
Nobody knows where.
Did you just say?
What?
Too bad you're moblet.
Oh. All right.
That's fine. We talked about it. We talked about live action, who I would be casted as, and Josh finds me as a moblet.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
fine. I'll take moblet.
Moblet with a mullet. Mullet?
With a mullet.
It'd be Mullet.
And a beard.
Come on, guys, let's get Mullet.
Buggy beard. I think I'll just go with the flock.
No. You could, though, because you have the curls.
I can get the flock.
Although it is attainable. Don't do it.
I'll be gearing up for 5 Luffy. Yeah, okay. You wish.
Gear 5 Luffy.
But anyways, guys, that's what we got for you guys in this episode. That wraps up another episode of Attack Talk Podcast Season 3. Remember, guys, new episodes we stream live on Twitch every Sundays. And if there's any changes, make sure you guys follow us over on Instagram at Attack Talk Podcast to get all of your many updates and many, we've had a few updates for you guys this past couple weeks. We had a stream on Friday last week.
Yeah, thanks for being
We gave you guys
so flexible, guys.
2 separate times today. So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. New episodes will be published Fridays or whenever we can go ahead and get them available to you guys. Nate is a hardworking individual, so he does what he can to make sure to get the episodes available at a fairly early time. Sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's Saturday. But we do our best to get those episodes out to you guys, so shout out Nate.
When we can, guys.
Because Nate, as I mentioned, is a very, very hardworking guy. So shout out to Nate. Make sure you guys go ahead and support Nate at his channel, NatePlaysBad, and everything else that he's on. Twitter, YouTube, all available over at NatePlaysBad. And I believe he has his other YouTube channel called Already Cancelled. Check it out, guys. So now we want to go ahead and talk about some merch opportunities. And that means that you guys go to the link tree available in our Instagram. That's right, the link tree, where all of our platforms are available. And also this merch opportunity is where you guys can go ahead and click this link. And that link is called the Fandomion link. Now that Fandomion link takes you to their Fandomion store. And boy, is there a lot of stuff there. And that's right. I said code FLOCK. No. Code LEX.
Code LEX. L-E-X.
Code LEX for 10% off for you guys' purchase order. Check it out, guys. If you guys are interested in some Berserk stuff, I'm sure they got some Berserk stuff.
They
if
do.
anybody's interested in
They have
One Piece
everything
stuff.
and anything.
So, like, if you're interested in One Piece or
have a
My Hero Academia stuff, which I'm sure Josh is. Josh says he loves One Piece and he loves My Hero Academia.
Obviously, yeah.
You can go ahead and hit up Fandomion. You can see what they got. You can buy. I remember you said your favorite character in One Piece is Chopper. That's awesome. So many people love Chopper. I know you're excited for season 2 of live action. Josh says that they better do it right. They better go ahead and make Chopper right. Because if Chopper is not right,
It's going to make her
then
break it.
Josh, I repent, is out. Chopper means the world to him. He has Chopper all over his room. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's something he told us last week. I know
Right.
you weren't here. But
I wasn't.
Josh loves One Piece. He has a tattoo.
He
That's
has
right.
It tatted. Work
Yes.
it out.
That's just, man. Yeah, you're not going to get a tattoo over at the Fandomion link, but you will have some Chopper merch for sure. Check it out. And yeah, that's right. If you go ahead and you want to get a percentage off of your purchase order, that is promo code FLOCK for 5% off of your...
Promo code LEX, L-E-X. Please use it for 10%.
Yes, 10%. Promo code LEX, L-E-X. And of course, Art Talk with Lex. What do we got, Lex?
We have... we definitely have something. For Art Talk... Can I get to it, please?
Can you?
Also, in our... Not Tex, not Bex, but Lex. Also, in our link tree, we have the link for ArtofCesar. Don't know if his Etsy store is still super active, but I'm sure he's, he's getting things done.
Follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, follow him on Instagram at art_of_Caesar_. Check him out. I was just at Frankenstein's yesterday with my friend Aaron, who I'm also going to shout out. But I was just at Frankenstein's and talked to him for a while. He asked you how you're doing. He said that he needs to get caught up on the podcast, and he's very grateful for us. And if you guys saw most recently, his most recent drawing is a really, really cool scene of the Colossal and the Armored Titan with a little Aaron getting ready to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really cool drawing that we reposted on our story. Go ahead and check him out on Instagram. It's really good. It has amazing work. I bought a lighter from him yesterday. Really, really cool. For my candles, of course, that I'm not allowed to have in the dorm. And yeah, go ahead and check him out. We have also other artists that aren't joining us here today, but do follow us. And candles, huh? Yeah, candles. And that would be Eddie, and his username is ArtDeJuan on Instagram. Check him out. He just drew a portrait of Mikasa. Pretty cool.
Ooh.
Go ahead and check that on his Instagram. And then we have many other creatives like our TikTok guru, Kyron, who wasn't able to join us today, but go ahead and check him out at portraitsby.ka. No,
Portraits by K.A.
Yeah, that one.
Portraits by K.A. to go ahead and see Kyron's photography. He's been coming up with some awesome stuff. Seems like photography is a passion of his. So go support him, guys. We want to support our passions.
Shoot, and it was really, really cool.
Yes.
And also something that I want to shout out is my friend Aaron.
Aaron Yeager?
No.
Oh.
E13.
Oh.
My friend Aaron.
Aaron.
And she's
You mean
amazing.
The creator
That's what I
of
was gonna say, man.
the
Logo. Someone's excited. E13. Our friend Aaron, who's the one that made the logo, the one that's right there on the corner right there. Right on the corner of AJ's screen right there. The one that kind of swivels back and forth. It's not swiveling. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, she went ahead and drew that. And Aaron Jagger. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shout out her TikTok because she's been very active on TikTok because getting all serious now. She got diagnosed with ALS and she's been trying to basically be more posting her experience. Hopefully someone else who may be going through the same thing finds comfort in that. And she's kind of just documenting everything. And like her bio says ALS diagnosed and figuring it all out. And she has her GoFundMe in her bio. And go ahead and check out her TikTok. It's at Unsteady and Ready. Because we were making a bunch of jokes about this yesterday, but she was like, yeah, when I was in the hospital, they have me as fall risk, which is like what you put for like the elderly patients. And she was like, they gave me the extra grippy socks. And she was like, I had like a grippy sock vacation, which was really funny. But I'm glad that she's finding the joy in it. She's still super funny and everything. So go ahead and check out her TikTok. Again, it's at Unsteady and Ready. And her name is Erin. And go ahead and check it out. Actually, something really interesting that she shared with me, I think next month or in 2 months, she's been recording vocal lines because ALS, if you guys don't know, it's a disease it's a neurological muscular disease that pretty much deteriorates over time. And that not only includes, obviously, mobility, that also includes your vocal cords. So she's been recording her vocals right now while she has them and everything, and she's getting like an AI made of her so that when
cool.
she's
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, hopefully this doesn't get that bad, but when she's unable to talk, she can still talk to people with her same voice.
Yeah.
So she's getting that made. She's super excited about it. She's getting like an AI made of her. Really, really cool. So go ahead and check out her TikTok at Unsteady and Ready, and it's under the name Erin Taylor. And her GoFundMe is in her bio. Go ahead and check it out. I might go ahead and post it on the story actually so that you guys can go ahead and have good access to it.
That would be great.
And I'll probably add it. I think I'm going to add it to our link tree actually.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah, thank you guys for all the love. I'll go ahead and send it all over to her.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you for that, Lex. I do want to say, just to piggyback off of that Erin is an absolute just generous and awesome human being. And just a few times I've had the pleasure of being able to go and hang out with you both. Erin just finds the joy in stuff.
Yeah,
completely. She has this great aura about her. She has this great energy about her. Mm-hmm. And while she is battling through, what's happening in her life, she's doing it with a smile on her face, and she's doing it.
She's out here experiencing things. She just came back from Germany and Barcelona very recently. She's out here,
yeah,
finding the little simple things and finding joy in it.
Yeah,
I'm really happy about that for her. Because I've been friends with Erin. For those of you who don't know how we know Erin, I've been best friends with her since my sophomore year of high school. And so we've known each other for about 8 or 9 years. We've known each other for about 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead and check her out. She's got some pretty funny stuff.
Yeah. And however you guys can go ahead and support her would be incredible. And whether that is just with prayers or just best wishes and stuff, we know that Erin, she is battling, but she's doing it in her way, which is with joy.
She's really
and she's enjoying what's happening in life. As Lexi mentioned, she is traveling and she's very ambitious. And for her to go ahead and even go and pursue this whole AI thing is incredible. But I just want to say thank you, Erin, for everything that you've done for just this podcast. And I know you may not think it's much, but you have essentially helped with the foundation, and that is just the look of it.
You're the logo, man.
And
you're the face of Attack on
exactly
of Attack the Talk.
Yeah. So, Erin, you are awesome, and thank you for that, Lex.
Of course.
And Erin herself, yeah, she's an incredible artist as well.
Yeah, she is.
I know that in the past we had
her Planime stickers.
Her Planime stickers link over in my link tree, which
was such a great artist and everything. I mean, obviously still is. It's just sucks because she can't really do a whole lot of fine-tune stuff a whole lot anymore because it's affecting her arms a lot. So that's unfortunate. She was, doing really good at tattooing and drawing, and she's done a lot of her own tattoos. It's really, really cool. But, things change, and she's taking it with really, really well with a good stride.
Yeah, definitely. And then
the joy, which is really
says
nice.
that I will check out her TikTok and leave great comments of positive things. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go ahead and pop in, if is there any way you can go ahead and type it in?
Yeah, let me type it in.
Yeah, so Lexi gonna type it in, but yeah, so I think that'd be cool if you guys kind of just pop in saying like, hey, Lexi over from the Attack the Talk podcast. Maybe I don't know if you guys want to go ahead and say that you were sent from that way or whatever and stuff, but
just say that you wish her well.
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
And I'll put her down her name too, because her name is also in there.
Yeah.
Her name's Erin Taylor.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check it out. Unsteady and Ready.
All right, guys. So, I mean, again, I want to thank you all so much for the continuous support. And even just moments like this where you guys want to go ahead and take the time to go ahead and support the strong people who are battling stuff each and every day. Somebody like Erin. You want to go ahead and send, just awesome comments and stuff, I know that you guys are also supporting our other friends as well. And you guys are incredible for that. We're so thankful for you guys' support and you guys' love that you show us each and every week. It's something that I talk about literally every week. I talk about the love that you show us, and I hope that we show that and we reciprocate that love to you guys. I hope that you guys know that we truly do love you guys and everything that you do for us. It's something where, again, every time I think about it, I'm just so blessed and thankful for your guys' support for this awesome community. And it's moments like this where, we're able to go ahead and just have this community of love, spreading that love, and it's a special thing. So
thank you guys.
That's what we got for you guys today. We look forward to future Q&A responses and poll results that we get from you guys. That always excites us whenever we get to see what results and feedback we get from you guys. And your feedback is always appreciated. So shout out to the loyal listeners. Shout out to our AOT, I should say to our Attack to Talk Levi squad. You guys are awesome. Looking forward to our next live stream. Hopefully Zach's able to go ahead and join us live. I know that Zach he's been very busy this month.
Yeah, you guys know how busy he is.
Just like Alexia mentioned with how she gets excited. It's October 1st and she's excited about, spooky season.
Yeah.
Zach he also gets very excited about it because he is literally building 4 different haunted houses.
Yeah. Which he's good at. So
he's good at
very
that,
busy man for sure.
Yeah. So he goes and he takes full advantage of his time to the point where the man sometimes doesn't even sleep.
Yeah.
So shout out to Zach for what he's doing for these awesome, whether it be schools or churches or wherever else he's building these haunted houses. Yeah. So shout out to Zach. But That's all I got, guys. Pretty much, we covered the important stuff. This was a very strange episode, but
yeah, thanks for joining us with it and for being patient.
All I can say, guys, is just in closing, which I do every single podcast episode. I love you guys so much. Please stay safe in whatever it is that you're doing, whenever you guys are traveling. Spread that love and positivity. And just like Aaron is doing, find the joy in whatever it is you're doing. Just find the joy in life. You know, take advantage of the opportunities. Seize the days that we have. Time is short. And each day that we're given is a blessing. So just try to take advantage of the time that we have with our friends, with our loved ones, with our family. You know, the people that you love, make sure you tell them, make sure you show them that you love them.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned, I hope that I'm doing that with you guys. And for the 5th time, I love you guys very much. This is AJ signing off. Hope that you guys have a great week, and I hope to see you guys back here with us as we're streaming live next Sunday. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, Lex.
All right, bye guys, be safe. Happy October 1st. And if I were a cat, I'd spend all 9 of my lives with you.
Bye guys, love you.